Hey, this is Nick with Phil Uhlik Music. Today we've got something a little different for you. We are going to try a virtual tour of the store. If some of you guys haven't been in or haven't been in for a while, I thought this would be a nice treat for you guys. We're going to get to see some of the guys and some of the gear, so it should be a good time. Let's go inside and check it out. Right up front here is Randy Wade, and he's our luthier. We do a lot of guitar repairs in-house, anything from restrings to refrets. If we got a cracked neck or something like that, Randy can do almost anything for you, and we try to do it in a speedy fashion. We might just see if we can say hi to Randy real quick. Randy, say hi there, my friend. That's Randy there. If you've got something you need done, come on, bring it on. Up front here, we've got all kinds of strings from bass, acoustic, electric. We've got some of the best prices in town. Also, lots of pickups, slides, polishes, picks, tuners, winders. And we've got all kinds of good new and used pedals, anything from Boss Electro Harmonics, MXR is another popular one, Morley, and Dunlop are just a few. If we look over here, new and used, and we do quite a bit of trading and swapping and buying, so if you're interested in getting rid of some of the stuff and not using it anymore, bring it on down. Pedals are something pretty popular. You use it for a while, don't use it anymore. So we do quite a bit of trading towards something else, get something new. You can't always afford a new amplifier, but pedals are something that kind of give you that new amp feel and sound without spending a whole lot of money. But up front here, we've got a whole lot of stuff. The pedals are on both sides here of the cabinets. We've got a load of cables too. We sell a lot of cables from instrument, microphone, speaker cables, and everything in between. Right up over here, the front room, we have a lot of acoustic guitars. That's where they live. Takamine is one of our main lines. We've sold them quite a while, probably over 30 years, since somewhere in the 80s. That's kind of my main line, and they've got a lot of good stuff from the $300 range. And then we've also got some of the Pro Series stuff. They're up quite a bit more money. They're in the $1,500, couple $1,000 up in that range. Made in Japan, so pretty good stuff. Takamini's known real well. They've got real good electronics in them, so if you're plugging it in performance type situations, Takamini's are really good. Something else that we've done that's kind of new over here is Recording King. They're kind of a little bit more budget acoustic guitar, but they do sound real good. It's pretty amazing. If you come on back this way, we've got everything from classical guitars. We've even got Bajo Quintos. 12 strings, we've got a pretty good collection of that. We do new and used guitars. We do quite a bit of buying and trading, so we like to keep a good selection of the used stuff here too. Alright, in here we've got our keyboard room, and we sell Korg, and Roland is kind of our mainstay, but again, we do some used stuff. So right now we've got kind of a vintage Korg DW8000. We've got a beautiful Korg Kronos. That's Korg's top of the line keyboard that we got in used just the other day. It's a $3,800 keyboard. We've got it on sale right now for about $2,800. That is a pretty powerful keyboard right there. And we've got some other more 88 key kind of controllers. Don't have a ton of sounds, but the sounds that they do have are good. We also try to keep some of the smaller, more vintage synth sounds and keyboards. And here's something kind of on a budget, smaller keyboard here, but it actually is really cool. It's the Roland Go keys, and it actually hooks up through Alexis and does Bluetooth. So you can do some cool stuff with that. This is kind of our folk section here. We've got some banjos, new and used. Gold tone is my main line on the new banjos. And we've got some dobros, square neck and round neck both. I do some regals and also the Recording King, which I mentioned earlier. I do some of those as far as the resonator guitars. We've got a few mandolins. Kentucky is my main line there. And then as you see, we've got a slew of ukuleles. Ukuleles are great. They're easy to play, cost effective if somebody's looking to learn an instrument, beginner wise, doesn't know anything, or a kid. Ukuleles have become very popular, so I've got quite a few of those, kind of anywhere from $40 on up to a couple $100 and even nicer. So those are always a lot of fun, actually. We do have some music education books and DVDs and things like that, so we do have some teachers here. I've got Randy has been with me for a long time. He teaches guitar, bass, a little bit of ukulele, and I also have a gal named Kathy Roush. She teaches guitar and bass and does a little keys and vocals, actually. So if you need some lessons, we do have in-house lessons here. Just contact us for information on that. We do have a nice selection of wireless microphones and wired microphones in this section over here. Again, a whole bunch more cables and adapters and different things that you need to hook all this stuff up. I've got a big selection and a lot of things that a lot of stores in town don't have. So if you need some sort of a connector or cable, I generally can take care of you on that stuff. All right, here we've got microphones, all our wired microphones. We've got Shure is our main line here. They make about everything you'd need. We got everything from drum mics to recording mics to just good old live performance mics. And we also have some audio interfaces to do some computer recording and that kind of stuff, headphones and studio monitors and everything that you'd need to do all that. If we walk over this way, this is Jeff's area here, Jeff's shop. He's our electrician. He's been here with the store probably around 40 years. If you've got any keyboard, amplifier, mixer, guitar repairs, electronics of any kind, you can bring it down or give us a call. It's very likely that Jeff can take care of you on that kind of stuff. Okay. Also right over here, we do carry a whole lot of different guitar parts and things like that and accessories. So if there's a knob you missed or some screw is missing or something like that, a lot of times we'll have that stuff here in house. That does include pickups and tuners and all kinds of different parts also. So if there's something you need to get your guitar fixed up, let us know. As we walk back, we're going to move on into the bass and electric guitar section. We keep it back here. They seem to like to crank it up a little bit, so we'll keep it away from the phones and the offices this way. So right here first we hit into the bass section. ESP is going to be one of my bigger brands as far as that goes, ESP and PV. We do, again, a lot of used equipment, so we might have something in the way of a Fender or a Music Man or a lot of different other brands. Also, right up over here is some of the PA stuff. I haven't talked much about that, but we do a lot of sound equipment sales, and we also do installs for churches, clubs, schools, you name it. Anything from speakers and mixers and amplifiers, and whether it be portable or install. We do have a decent selection here, but there is a lot of stuff that we can get that we don't stock. If there's something that you're after and you don't see it here, please let us know. Give us a call, ask us, because most likely it is something that we can order in, and we are competitive price-wise with what you're going to see online or from the big stores. Right over here You can see PV is one of my main brands. Another brand that I do quite a bit is going to be the Mackie stuff, and that's mainly what I stock for speakers and mixers is going to be PV and Mackie, but there is a lot other stuff that I can get from JBL, EV, Yamaha would be another that I could get. So if there's something you need, just let me know. Back in this section here, we've got some cases for your like rack cases and different things like that. This is also kind of our used section, so there is some good old stuff in here that still could be used on a budget. People check from time to time and kind of see what has shown up. Again, we do a lot of trading and swapping, so you never know what you're going to see. That's why people come in here quite a bit and just browse around and see what has shown up. Another thing you can do is look at philuhlikmusic.com because we do update that frequently. So that's another way, if you don't have time or the ability to get here and check us out, you can see what we do have online. Okay, this is our electric guitar room. You've probably seen it if you've watched some videos in the past. This is where we do our live recordings that we post on philuhlikmusic.com and on the social media and on the YouTube channel. So if you haven't checked those out, please check those out. And you can see we've got a nice selection of hollow bodies right now. We do new and used again, and we've got a nice selection of different things. A lot of good used tube amplifiers right now. We've got anything from some Fender and old vintage Gibson, some Vox stuff. Again, ESP, the LTD line, is kind of my main new line that I carry. I've got a good selection of those. And PV is also another good amp line that I carry. But if you do look around, I've got a nice selection of used stuff from inexpensive to some nice vintage tube gear. We've got a nice selection of Bassmans right now. We've got a 1966 Bassman head and cabinet that's matching. This is a 65 blackface Bassman, not a matching cabinet, but it is a cool head. It has actually got been retrofitted with KT66 tubes in it. That is a great sounding amp. If we head back this way, this is our second guitar room, kind of an overflow room. And we also come into our drum section. And we do a fair amount of drums. Used mainly is what we've got. We've got 4 or 5 different kits. We've got some snares, and this is a nice vintage Ludwig kit. This goes back to the late 60s, early 70s. I believe it's a 68, 69. Very cool vintage drum kit. So that is the extent of our tour. I appreciate you spending time with me and checking this out. If there's anything we can do for you, please contact us here at Phil Uhlik Music. And thanks and goodbye.
Hello folks, this is Phil down here at Phil Uhlik Music. We've been here 50 years and more and having lots of fun doing it. And guess what? It's Polka Time! How about that, folks? Come on and see us at Uhlik Music. Thank you, and see you later.